Hey there, welcome to Bushwhacked Adventures. Are you ready to journey into the wilderness and explore the great outdoors? Welcome. Today's episode, I'm going to work on unboxing something that I've ordered for the trailer. And that is a Cubic Mini wood-burning stove, the Grizzly model, to be able to heat my trailer and keep me warm throughout the winter. So hang tight a second. I'm going to go grab the boxes that were shipped to me and we'll get them opened up and we'll see what we've got inside. All right, 4 boxes to get the parts that I've ordered. There's really, you go on their website, you look at ordering the product that you're after, and you can pick and accessorize the different components. But here's the stove itself, and I think we'll go ahead and start with that. So maybe set this box down, and we'll come back to whatever that one is in a minute. But let's start with the stove. That's what everybody's most excited about. So as I looked at putting a heat source in my trailer, I currently have a Mr. Buddy heater, and the Buddy heater works fine. I won't sleep with it on. I don't think that's safe. And so I looked at different sources. There's propane-based, like a Buddy heater. There's diesel heaters, which are probably a pretty good option. And I really thought about that. But I wanted something that had a more sustainable fuel source that I could access anywhere around me with the availability of wood in the area where I live. So I decided on the Cubic Mini Grizzly model, and I looked at other models of different manufacturers' stove, Pomeroy. There's some other options out there that I considered, but ultimately came back to the Cubic Mini, and I'll talk more about why as we go along here. But here at the top, I better put on my reading eyes here. Right at the top, failure to read and follow the warnings may result in severe injury, fire, and or possibly death. Awesome. I'll read that later. We'll set it aside for right now. Nobody wants to die. Okay. Here we go. Nicely packed. And protected. Okay. I particularly want to get this out. It's not light. I think they weigh about 40 pounds, if I remember right. But I wanted to get this out and get it set up so I can do a pre-fire before I work on doing my install, which I'm going to do here very soon. So once again, packing, awesome. Now, when I ordered this comes in out of Canada, so shipping's a little pricey on it. It was $220 for the shipping. There's an option to provide insurance for the shipping in case anything is damaged in freight. I rolled the dice. I took my chances and did not get that. That saved me $30 or something as I went through it. But if you decide to order, that decision would be entirely up to you as to what you want to do. Okay, cute little stove. I'm excited about it. I want to open it up all the way and see what we have inside. I'm guessing we're going to find some legs. Let's That's nice. They don't want anything moving around in there while it's in shipping, which can't blame them one bit. Okay, so we've got 4 legs. See the fire brick. Let's pull you in for a closer look. There you go. You can see try to get a little light in there. The baffling up at the top. Looks well built. I'm excited about it. People have good reviews of this online, so I'm certainly hoping it's going to work well for my needs, and I think it will. Okay, you can see the new gasket around the door, the glass. Who doesn't love to be able to watch a fire burn? Air control. Yeah, we'll get it set up on the legs and then we'll look at it a little closer. So right now it's looking like I need to round up a tool just to be able to bolt these legs on. So we'll go ahead and hit pause and come back to you in just a second. You can see as we come to the bottom side, they've got, what I've found is these are 7/16, so we'll go ahead and take those off. Awesome. Okay, that's all there is to assembly, putting the legs on. It comes fully assembled, and there you go. I do want to show you in the back, I mentioned that there is the ability to bolt it to the wall. You can see here, it comes set up, ready to bolt onto that bracket. So it's kind of plug and play, ready to go. I am seeing that my rack is a little bit bent here. Not a huge issue. That's gonna flex out just fine. But okay, that's the stove. Now what I need to do is to find flue pipe. It's a 3-inch flue. So we'll get the flue pipe set up and then we'll get a fire going in here and see how it burns. I'm guessing we want to look, well, let me grab my knife. Maybe here. Looks like it could be flue pipe. Oh, it's not. This is the shielding for the flue as it goes out of the trailer. It allows you to put it closer to a 0 tolerance install. Well, let's check this box out, see what we have here. More stuff. Okay. So this is a cap, which when you're in travel mode, you don't want your flue pipe sticking up 2 feet. You can cap it off with this. And so that'll be one of the last things to go on. Here is the fresh air intake. That's one reason why I wanted to go with the Cubic Mini, is the option to have the fresh air intake so you're not burning all of the oxygen within your trailer or RV, and which would require you to leave a window open. I didn't want to deal with that, so This is a setup which is designed to actually mount to the mount that they have to hang it from the wall. Well, I'm not doing the wall mount, so I have to get creative in how I use this. I was actually, after I placed my order, I got a phone call or an email to reach out to Cubic Mini to determine what I was doing, because this is not designed to mount the way I'm working with it. It's designed to mount underneath the stove in the situation where they have the wall mount, and it's designed to be able to just bolt onto it. So it goes like this. You have a 2-inch air pipe that brings the air in, and then it will be sliding under here, something like that with the air gap. But wait, there's more. Additional things I have here is the ashtray. Okay, once again, not designed for a surface mount install, but I really liked the idea of having the tray to be able to pull out, to collect any ash that or embers that may fall out when you're working with your fire and tending to that. So, not designed to go here, so stay tuned. I'll show you how I'm going to use both of these in the future when we do the install. So, what I do want to point out to you right now is that this tray is bigger than the air intake. I ordered the air intake for the Cub model because it's a smaller dimension, and we'll be able to nest them together in the way that I'm going to put this together. So I'll show you more on that in a little bit. Okay, still looking for a little flue pipe. Oh, what else do we have here? This, I believe, yep, the tools. It's a nice, convenient set of tools that is designed to be able to work with this small space. We've got some tongs, a shovel, a little poker for the fire, and then a little wall mount bracket where you can hang it up and mount it on the wall next to your stove. Set those aside. We'll see what else is in this box. Yeah. Okay, I'm not going to unwrap this at this point, but this is the shielding that is designed to go up around the stove to bring it to a near zero clearance install. Talking to them, they said if you can give 2 inches around it, that's a good, safe, shouldn't have any issues. So where I'm going to have this tucked in a nook inside the trailer, I ordered shielding to go here, across the back, and on that side as well. So put those back in the box. Still hunting for that flue pipe. Set this down. Must mean it's in this last box. Okay, what do we have here? Cleaning brush to be able to clean the flue. You want to make sure you're doing proper maintenance. Even the cleanest fire will leave creosote build up over time, and you want to make sure you get that cleaned out. This is the boot for the roof install on top of the trailer. That'll come in when we get that stovepipe installed. Now this part is a bracket that is designed to transition from the 3-inch to the 5-inch pipe that will actually penetrate through the ceiling. Okay, this is a flange that goes around the roof on the inside. We'll unpackage that when we get to that point. And we're finding stovepipe. All right, that is what we need. Here's the actual brush. It's kind of fallen out of its box. Looks like they're not metal bristles, but they'll hold up well to be able to clean out that flue pipe. Okay, this part, the Eco Fan, these are awesome. Once we get it warmed up, we'll set it on top, and you can see how it works. It just helps to distribute the air throughout the space that you're heating. In this situation, my trailer. All right. I honestly don't know what's in this box, so let's take a look at it and then we'll know. Oh, yes, of course. The spark arrestor cap. So we'll wait to unbox that till the very end. Okay. So you can see here, this is the 5-inch pipe. The 3-inch pipe transitions into the 5-inch pipe, and it's insulated. This is the part that will actually go through the penetration through the roof on the trailer. And additionally, once you are outside with the flue and your ambient air temperature might be 0 degrees or less, the flue pipe is going to require a fair amount of heat to keep the gases flowing up and minimizing the creosote buildup. So there is an additional section that will be matched on top, and it'll have the 3-inch pipe through the entire inside. You see the direction of flow. I'm going the wrong direction. Go like so, and that will help to keep the pipe insulated and ensure you have good flue pipe and gas exchange up into the atmosphere. So, all right. For right now, what I want to do is to probably have 2 sections of pipe just to bring to get a good draft through the flue, and that's what we'll work on getting installed right now so we can get a fire going. Okay, I'll set some of this stuff down. Great to have a market with the flow of the pipe. Try to cut this tape without marring the finish. It is stainless steel, and I could paint it black, but I think I might just leave it its natural color. As you can see here, we got to take this film off. That's what we're after. Okay, now a question that I have is, when we look at the clearance here underneath, how warm is this surface going to get? Do I need shielding underneath? If you remember, inside we have that fire brick helping to insulate the walls and additionally the floor. So I'm sitting on a vinyl table right now. I don't want to melt it. I think what I'm going to do is to find something that I can put underneath that will help to protect this surface. And additionally, I think I may pull out some of the shielding that I have. Maybe the tray that I've ordered to put underneath it can go there, just to help provide a little more airspace and gap there. So give me a minute to get that set up. I'll be back to you. We are ready. I think what I've done is I've just grabbed a couple of 6x6 timbers that I had sitting in a pile. It's going to give plenty of space away from that vinyl table. I don't think it's going to be an issue, to be honest with you. In fact, once we get it fired up, I'm going to get an infrared gun and just kind of test temperatures on different surfaces, the stove itself, the stainless steel air vent that it's sitting on right now. So that's what I've got set up, and it's ready to go. We've got 2 sections of flue pipe that come up. I've scooted the whole thing back a little so it clears the back of my pergola. I don't think there's going to be any issue with it, but don't want to risk that. So right now, it's time to build a fire. All right, I think we're ready to build a fire. I've just done a little cleanup here. Went and got my axe, knife, see if they're needed. I've got an infrared gun just to check temperatures once we're going. Lighter. Over here on this side, I've got a box of scrap wood that has been from different projects. In fact, maybe a lot of this is from working on building the trailer that this stove is going to go in. So why waste these perfect little pieces? I also have some well-cured aspen. Now, Cubic Mini recommends that you use either like a compressed log or a hardwood, a well-seasoned hardwood in the stove. It helps to reduce creosote buildup, but I think the reality is you have to use what is available for you as a resource. I will use some compressed logs, but I'm also going to be burning some aspen and pine, as that's what's prevalent, maybe some juniper in the area that I'm in. So right now, who wouldn't want that for kindling, right? I think we're in good shape. I also had a little bit of paper. It's just packing paper from this Amazon box. Shouldn't take very much. Well, here we go. Let's christen this and get it going. Now, wood size, the Cub model, you can go up to a little over 5 inches or for your, I'm not gonna quote that. I know I can go up to 6 3/4 size for the Cubic Mini Grizzly model. The Cub doesn't take pieces that big. They are a little bit smaller, so that's couldn't ask for a better cut right there. We'll just take and drop a little paper in, round up some of these pieces, and see if we have success on our first go here. I think we're going to be doing well. let's just start with that and see what we get. Add a little flame and fire. There we go. That's better. I know I've got something in there, so I'm going to go ahead and close the door. You can see how right away I've got some smoke covering the glass. But I can see the flame. Hopefully you're getting that. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, I'm going to put the camera back down for a minute. What I'd like to do before we get this too warm, let's just hit it with the temperature gauge. On the glass, 99 degrees, 100 degrees. It's warming up quick. On the sides, 70 degrees, 71. Okay, flue pipe. It's a little harder to get it off stainless steel, but we'll get a reading. 72, so it's not warming up very much yet. Okay, top surface, 119, 120. Back to the glass, we're already up to 115, so the glass and the top, they're pretty even. Down here, what do we got? The wood, 62. The stainless steel tray, 68, 70. So I want to just kind of monitor those temperatures for the next half hour and see if I need to have any concern about my plan for how I'm going to install this. I love how right now you're seeing that the smoke is cleared, the glass is cleared up, and we got fire. Love it. I'm going to readjust the tripod a minute so you can have a little better view. All right, how's that? How do you like my garden background for us here? About a month ago, we had a hailstorm come through and it really just wiped out the corn and some of the other parts. It all looked like somebody had taken a weed eater to it, but it rebounded. It's come back. We're still getting some zucchini. The pumpkins are still growing, but I just thought that'd be a nice background for this video. Love the way the fire's burning. I'm gonna not change the angle, but as I look up, I can see that the smoke is clearing up quite a bit and it's burning pretty efficiently right now. I think we're starting to get a little bit of the burn off that I'm after. Our top surface is up to 245 now. Glass, 250, 260. Sidewall is 88. That's amazing. That fire brick works well. The log, 70. The stainless steel, 75. Just checking this side. We haven't been over here, but yep, 90 degrees. I think what I'm going to do is to go ahead and stoke this up so it can burn good and hot for a few hours, and we'll kind of see how long it burns and how well it goes. So I'm going to open it up. Get some of that aspen in there. There we go. That's going to kind of block the flame a little bit, but I want it good and packed in there so it can burn for a while. And right now, I'm going to set a stopwatch to run, and we'll see how long this burns. Okay, we'll let that run for just a minute. And we'll come back to it later. All right, we're back. We'll just do a little update. Right now, we're at 10 minutes. If you can see here, the top surface of the stove, that's everything that we want to burn off outside, so it's not happening inside. They say it's not toxic and you can do that, but if you have the option of setting it up out here, doing a little burn, go for it. Okay, let's check some temperatures. We'll go back to the top. Top is coming in at 530 degrees. Well, actually, let's do that again. Yeah, 540. The pipe, 120. Side, 190. Wood, 105, 106, 107, maybe 110. The stainless steel sheet, $150. The glass, $660. Let me just put that there in front of you. You can see 600, yeah. All right, we'll let it run a little while longer. We'll come back and do a little more test. Okay, we're gonna come back and do a little update. We're at about almost 20 minutes right now. Let's check temperature. Top. We're reading 620-ish. Stovepipe, 146. The side, 290-ish, 280, 290. The wood, 102. The stainless steel, 230-ish. I love seeing that. So the wood is quite a bit cooler than the top of that stainless steel. Glass, $739, $740. Okay, so I can tell you it smells. That's why I'm burning it outside right now, because I wouldn't want that inside. It's not toxic, it's just kind of not pleasant. So, like I said, about 20 minutes in, I've got the air open. I haven't shut down the air at all. I want to let it burn hot and just let it go. We'll go ahead and burn through this batch of wood, probably restoke it, and let it burn for 3-4 hours. Okay, let's check in again. We're about 35 minutes in. Let's just check temperatures, the top. $590. I get closer, 610. Stovepipe, 134. Glass, 714. Sidewall, 400, 410. The wood, 140. The stainless steel, 300. Okay. All right. The smell is tapering down a little bit. I can still smell it. I was just reading the read this before you use it so you don't dye paper. And on there it said that it can actually take up to 20 hours for the smell to completely dissipate. So that's a bit of burning. I do want to go ahead and just set the Eco fan onto the top and see how it works. All right. So, just go right there in the front. And right now it's cool, just came out of the box, 75 degrees. The base is already up to 300. And what happens is that as the heat transfers up to these fins, which right now are at 79, 80 degrees, as it heats up, it'll start to turn this fan. Let's just watch that for a minute. See if we can get it going. There, it's already going. Look at that. And I can feel it moving the heat forward. That's going to be great. 110 degrees. So it didn't take a lot of heat to get it going. All right, we'll check back in a little bit. Okay, we're coming up on 45 minutes here. I think I'd like to, love that fan, by the way. That's just, you feel the air moving off of it. I want to just take a look inside. Handle, cool to the touch. Let's just take a look inside and see what's going on. Nice fire. Let's open up this poker. See how this is burning. Really well. Gonna go ahead and add a few more pieces of the aspen. That might be about as big of a piece as you can get in there. And it completely blocks the window, but it fit. We'll do our test. Glass. $500-ish. Top. $385. The fan. 100-ish. Stovepipe. $115. Side. Holding the heat. $380, $390. Here in front, $120. The stainless steel, $260, $270. Okay, so what this tells me is that as the stove was cooling down, it still holds the heat very well across the sides where it has those brick inside. Okay, that's our update at 45 minutes. Once again, I've got the air wide open. I haven't tried to shut it down to increase the burn time. I just want to get it good and warm and let it burn off that smell. I'll go ahead and pull the fan off. Let's see how it runs before it shuts off. And that's cool to the touch. I could have picked that up with my fingers. You're getting a little serenade by the birds. Okay, we'll go ahead and shut down. Probably come back in an hour and see how we're doing then. Okay, we're about an hour and a half in now. Let's go ahead and do an update, see how we're doing. Glass temperature, it's 580, 590, 600, 610. But remember, I've got that log burning inside up against the glass, so it's probably not as warm as it would normally be. Top, 500 plus, 505. The flue, 110. Sidewall, 400. Down here at the log, 137. The stainless steel, 300. Let's take a look inside, see how we're burning. Nice. Let's just see what we have inside. 900-ish. It's hot. All right. Man, yeah, that kind of toasty on the fingers. Fans moving the air, putting off some heat. Okay, I think while I'm out here, I will go ahead and restoke this. And I'm gonna turn the air down a little bit now so it doesn't burn as hot, and it'll burn longer. Let's see if I can get that in. Yeah, well, not that way. It's gonna have to turn. Yep, that is as full as it'll get. Okay, I'm gonna just shut the air down a little bit, maybe halfway. We'll see what we get out of that. Okay, that's our update at 1.5 hours. Okay, back to you now. Let's pull out the timer, and you can see we're about 6 hours in on this experiment here. When we left it last, I stoked it up, shut the air down about halfway on it. And the idea was to, number one, get another burn cycle, just to burn off some of that smell from the paint. But additionally, I wanted to go, and that was about 1.5 hours in, hour and 45 minutes in, if I'm remembering my details correctly. So it's been about 4.5 hours since I've touched this. I had some errands I needed to run, and I wanted to kind of simulate what it would be like if you fell asleep for 4 hours overnight or something. And then you come back to it wanting to start a fire in the morning. How is it? Let's just check temperatures. Glass, 133. Top surface, 108, so that's pretty, it's warm to the touch. Side, 107, 90, yeah. So it's cooled down. I mean, I can still feel some heat on it when I touch it. Let's see what we have inside. Is there anything in there that you could use to just get your fire going again? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I worked with that, I could probably tease that into a fire without a match. I don't know that it's worth the time. I'd probably just use a match and go ahead and get it started again. And you can see that with the air shut down and I didn't attend the fire or tend to it over a longer period of time, it didn't burn as efficiently. So there's some remnants of past logs that were in there, as you can see. But that's it. This is the Cubic Mini Grizzly stove. Really happy with the build quality. Very surprised at how well this performed here. So coming up in a future episode, we'll work on getting it installed so it's ready for the adventures that are to come. So, got the sun there in my eyes, but great stove, really happy with how it's turning out. We'll go ahead and sign off now and tune in for the next episode where we'll start with the actual installation into the trailer. So, thank you. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Click the bell to receive notifications for future content. That's all, folks. See you on our next adventure.